Hey everybody, this is a screencast to show you a form of an assessment tool that can be very quick for both you and the student, and it can use technology which keeps the students engaged as well. So this is called Socrative, and there is a teacher site and a student site. This can also be put as an app on your cell phone or tablet or iPad, and once again you have a teacher app and a student app. So this is just what it looks like from the computer screen. So you will go just to Socrative.com, create an account, which is very quick, it is free, and then you want to sign in. And you can just sign in with Google, which is what I typically do. So here is basically your dashboard. So let's take a quiz, for example. So I was playing around with it, so I did want to stop the quiz I was doing. But here's one that it created for us, just as an example. So if you've already created a quiz, which is very easy, you could go into here and click on that quiz that you want to give the students that day. And then you click Next. And you can decide the type of quiz. Instant feedback allows for them, they have to answer it in order. They cannot change their answers, but they get instant feedback after every question. The open navigation is the one I like to use the most. They may answer questions in any order, change answers before finishing. And with both of those options, you can monitor progress in a table of live results. And then you have teacher pace, and this is if you want to fully control the flow of the questions, how quickly they move from question to question. You can skip, you can revisit questions based on their responses. So this just gives you complete control. Like I said, I like to use the open navigation. I think it allows the best results for the students, but still gives me what I need as a teacher. So we're going to choose open navigation. Notice that it does require their name. That way you know whose answers you are seeing. And I like to choose show final score. So click start. And this is your results screen. So if you had students listed here, then it would show you their answers for each questions as they went through. So it is a live result that you are seeing. So you can keep up with that. Here, once everyone is finished, you click finish and you have options to get a report, view a chart, or to launch. So different ways that you can save the reports and use them to move forward. So once again, that's it on your side of things. Now notice this number right here, the room number, because that's what the students are going to need. Usually when I give this, especially if we're using a mobile device and they're using the apps, I write the room number on the board. That is how they get into the quiz that you want them to use. They don't have to select a certain quiz usually. If you do want them to select a certain quiz, you can write that on the board as well. And then they insert their name, and then their names populate here. So I'm going to switch to the student side. So here is the student login. Okay. Once again, we had to know this. So price $17.29. So we will enter the room number. And it may not let me do this since I am the teacher doing this as well. But I did want you to see that. What the students will see is they will go in, they will be prompted to answer or to list their name, and then the questions start. And once again, remember in open navigation, they have the chance to go back and forth, or in teacher pace, you control the complete flow of it, and then in the third option they only get one response and they're provided immediate feedback. I love Socrative. You have other options here, reports. Now, like I said, I've been playing around, so it shows that I've tried those several times. It lists the room number in case that you forget. Once your students log in, you do have a roster. Here are your list of quizzes. If you want to see about creating a quiz, here you can do, we want to stop the current activity again, but here you can do a quick question and then you can choose what type of answer. They could do true false, or they could do short answer. Now obviously it cannot grade the short answer for you, but it does give you, like, you can see immediately when they finish. But I use Socrative in my high school literature class a lot. We would sometimes do vocabulary review as a quick either starter or finisher for the class, kind of like an exit ticket. I would use them as a response to maybe homework reading or something that they had to read individually in class, just to show a very quick, informal, formative assessment, um, just to see where they are. One of the examples that I was reading in the book, a teacher thought the students knew everything, but she gave one of these quizzes very quickly and instantly saw that only two students had mastered the skill so far. So she was able to reteach, requiz, reteach, requiz, all in the matter of one class period to see how many students were getting it after each reteach. So if you've never used Socrative, I do highly suggest this. For our students in grades 3 through 5 at our school, this will be perfect because they each have MacBooks. For our students in grades K through 2, they have not a classroom set, but they usually have 2 to 4 desktops in their classroom, depending on what they use them for. They usually have an iPad per classroom. So this could be a center. This could be something done individually. When I used it with my high school students to kind of reach or solve that digital equity, the students who had mobile devices used their mobile device. They were able to share their mobile device once they were finished, because the next student just prompted, they were just prompted to enter their name. Or I had 2 desktops in the classroom, so I would rotate students through that. So there are lots of options to be able to use Socrative very quickly. You can do races, and then you can also do an exit ticket. So if you would like to hear more about Socrative, if you have any questions, I know this was a very quick overview. Just let me know. Send me a quick email, and I will be glad to help you set up a room, help you set up a quiz, or whatever to make sure that you are ready to use Socrative in your next class if you want to use it that quickly. Thank you.